What's up, guys? Big D Wiz, oldschoolstereo.com. Back again. This time we're going to show off this Rockford RFX-8250ti. Hang on to your hats. Alright guys, so here we have the Rockford Fosgate RFX-8250ti SQ head unit, and we have it hooked up to the Panasonic distortion meter here, and we're going to try out the voltage as well as the distortion from the front, and then we're going to do the rear channels also. So since this meter measures at 400 hertz or 1 kilohertz, we're going to do the test at 1 kilohertz. So let's start up the track and see what she does. Alright, hasn't detected it yet. Okay, looks like it's seeing the 1 kilohertz now. I'm turning up the volume. Okay, we pegged it there, so I'll turn it back down. Looks like we're at volume 29, and we're getting right at 4 volts because we have this set to the X10, so 10 volts would be all the way at the end, so we're right at 4 volts, and we're getting around 0.1% THD. And if we turn it up one more click to hit the 5 volt output, you can see the distortion. Let's see if we're getting more than 10%. No, we're getting about 2.6% distortion at 5 volts according to the meter here, and that is at volume 30. So I would consider this a 4 volt out head unit. I'm going to turn it down one click. Alright, and then let's go here to 1%. Let's take it down to, there we go. So about 0.08% distortion at 4 volts of output. So this is a neat scientific test. I don't know that I would say that just because the head unit has ultra low distortion it sounds any better. Sometimes, you know, a little bit of THD gives it some sound. I mean, you can ask the guys who like records. I mean, that's not 100% clean output there, but you know, it's personal preference. A lot of this stuff is personal preference, but I just like to show you guys these tests just so you can kind of get an idea of gauging, you know, different old school devices such as this RFX-8250ti. So there you have it. That's the front channels. We'll try the rear channels real quick just to see if there's any difference. Okay, we switched our lead to the rear channel. And let's go ahead and unpause the track. And I think we already had it set to 20, yep, 29. And as you can see, we got pretty much exactly the same thing, right at 4 volts, right at 0.08% distortion. If we put this on 1%, it gives you kind of a better idea. So this is 1%. It's less than 0.1, so it's like 0.08, something like that. And the voltage is right at 4 volts, maybe a little bit less, maybe 3.99, 3.98, close enough to 4 volts. So there you have it, voltage test of the Rockford Fosgate Denford RFX-8250ti. Alright, real quick, we're gonna give you a demo here of the little setup we have. Very simple setup with just some satellite 4-ohm speakers. These are the Rockford Fosgate AudioPHILE 4-inch separates that we made into bookshelf speakers. We have a 1-inch soft dome tweeter and a 4-inch mid here with a butyl rubber surround. We have one on either side. Have them kind of floating in midair here on our bench. In the center, we have this Zapco Z50c2. This is 2 times 25 watts, but it's stable down to 1 ohm, so it's good for about 200 watts total. And we've got some OFC wire going on there for optimal quality. And then we have this Phoenix Gold XVR-4 passive tri-mode crossover. And what it does is it allows us to use just 2 channels of this 2-channel amplifier and turns it into like a 3-channel output. You can see we have right, left, and sub output. Now this uses, obviously this uses passive crossover, so there's going to be some insertion loss into this. You know, going around that huge coil there, you can see all that copper wire there. By the time it makes it out, it's going to lose a little bit, but I think you'll be pretty impressed here with the setup. And of course the 10-inch MTX Blue Thunder. I've had this speaker since somewhere in the mid-90s. I think maybe 94, 95, something like that is when I bought these to replace the original ones that I bought way back in the day. And I just want another set of them because they're great speakers. So I'm going to flip the microphone around. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to let you guys hear it. So let's check it out. Well, there you have it, guys. We did a little overview here of the Rockford Fosgate RFX-8250ti head unit. And we did a sound quality test, let you guys hear this joker playback with my little tri-mode setup. And then we also tested the voltage output from the RCAs, the front and the rear. So there you have it. Just wanted to show you guys what's going on here at the Old School Stereo Labs. We have more interesting things coming up. We have some amp tests as well as some other things. So this is Big D Wiz, oldschoolstereo.com. Until next time, you guessed it, I'm out of here. Thank you, those who can support us. And if you'd like to support us, check out patreon.com/oldschoolstereo, and you can get access to behind the scenes footage, including extended footage from this video, as well as others that not everybody gets to see. So if you'd like to join the club, check us out, patreon.com/oldschoolstereo. Thanks for your support.